Alright, so I want to talk about my wonderful mayor, Mohawk Johnson, this clown, a little bit. Cause there's been two big stories coming out from him. So if you don't know about it, or if you have, drop it in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. So the first one, I have an article pulled up here about him receiving gifts, luxury gifts, and it's a gift room that they have, and that it's a way that they use a loophole so they don't have to report it to the board of ethics. So they don't have to report these gifts that they're getting. They put it in a logbook. So let's read a little bit about that article now. So cops Chicago cops block city inspectors from entering a curious gift room filled with designer bags, Hugo Boss cufflinks, and personalized Mont Block pen, Blanc pen, blank. I don't know. It's so fancy. I can't. So I know it's expensive. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's see how much one of these costs. Matter of fact, let's look that up real quick. Search. Let's see. Shopping. What? Why? Why? I don't know why. What is Yahoo? Why is Yahoo popping up? Yahoo. Ew. So hold on. Let me pull up my boy Google. Hold on. Let's go to Google. We go. Um, we gonna see how much one. We gonna see how much one of these pens costs real quick. Um, see if it's really. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you see how much one of these pens can cost people? Cause I like. Don't get me wrong. My grandmother, she be, she got a couple ink pens, so I know they not cheap. But whoa, and these are, I think some of these might be used, or something like that, because, or they just might be the cheaper brand. But Jesus Christ, just off the bat, because this is a used one, right? 180. That's the cheapest, but brand new. This like a Rolex. This like the Rolex of pens, because they come in a box with paperwork and all of that. They got to. Even at Macy's, even at Macy's, you spend about $400-500 on one of these pens. They found one of them, and I'm not really a big uh, uh I do like to dress up, but I don't own too many expensive cufflinks. So let's see how much a pair of Hugo Boss cufflinks cost. Um, okay, that's not. Well, these all on eBay. Um, so I don't know. Okay, let's look about right. 100 and, so people. Okay, so about $130. Let me see if this Hugo Boss. Let's go to the website and see. Let's see. Um, they want the cookies. Um, let's just click on these and see what they talking about. Do they even show me a price? They don't. I don't even see no price on these. This is crazy. Um, but I'm pretty sure these is expensive. I'm pretty sure these is just as expensive as that damn pen, or a little bit cheaper. Um, and so what else it said he had? He had designer bags, which we all know ain't cheap if they real. Um, and what else? The trove of pricey giveaways is part of an unwritten agreement that dates back 35 years, under which Mayor. Hold on, did I start this over? I started it over. I had to take because I dropped the camera last time. But anyway, uh, dates back 35 years under which mayors can write gifts down and receive. They receive in a log book and store them on the fifth floor of City Hall instead of reporting them to the Board of Ethics, which is crazy because I just saw my boy Byron Donalds on the P, PDB podcast, and they offered him a free membership to the cigar club, and he said I can't take it because the Board of Ethics. I got they say something about it. So this isn't something that mayors and politicians are supposed to do willfully. That's why a lot of them sometimes get in trouble. But the news report issued Wednesday outlines the numerous times investigators were rebuffed from learning more about the 236 gifts given to Johnson on behalf of the city since he took office. 236 gifts, and I wonder how some of these people got these contracts to house migrants, and I wonder how some of these people got contracts to do certain things, and what they say they was doing, they wasn't doing, and ain't nobody say nothing about it. So, an investigator instantly proposed a member of the public to request the gift log while visiting City Hall last year, but was turned down and forced to formally make a request. So let's see. They got some more. They go into some more. They say Lightfoot was mad. She got gifts. The official filed paperwork, but was ignored. Eventually, the mayor office handed over information after the inspector general made the office request for all gifts given between February 22 when Lightfoot was mayor and March of 2024 while Brandon Johnson is mayor. I think that was towards the end of the term. The log had incomplete information, so they not saying everything, of course, but still listed hundreds of luxury presents, including the cufflinks, the pen, bags, and purses from Gucci, Kate Spade, Givenchy, and who? What is this? What type of shoes is these? I ain't never heard of these. What type of shoes is these? Let's see, man. Let's see what type of shoes these is. How much they cost? How much do these cost? Oh, okay. About about one song. About one song. Almost two. He probably had these. He probably 225, 200. Oh yeah. So these is like the last seasons or something. Cause if you see a shoe for 225 and 200, you know that whenever you see him for like one like this is that ain't it. I'm pretty sure they had these because I know they wasn't these. I know they wasn't them shoes. He probably had some $200-300 shoes from them. That's crazy. Let's say when requested to check the room, they were met by Chicago cops who told them to wait in the elevator lobby, according to the report. Following that denial, OIG engaged in further conversations with the Department of Law regarding access to the gift room. The report states ultimately the DOL apparently representing the mayor in opposition to the OIG. So the Department of Law wouldn't even let them investigate what's really going on in there. And just off the few things we looked up, they expensive. And we already know. I've never heard of K Spade. So let's see how much a K Spade bag is. I've never heard. I know Givenchy expensive, and I know Gucci expensive. Um, but let's see how much a K Spade bag costs. K K purse price, cause it was a purse. Okay. Cause you know these be all the sale sites. So whenever you see numbers like this on like secondhand, and then they bringing it up, here go K Spade. Let's see. Okay. Like I thought, over $300 for a purse for his woman. So this was the few gifts. So this was just he remember now they said that he had 239 gifts in that room, and looking up the price of some of the gifts that they could find, you could imagine how much. So, and just for the people who don't know, because I know it's people who don't probably only know Gucci and they probably don't know Givenchy. So let me show you how much. This is what we're gonna get into next too. Matter of fact, my bad, y'all. But let me show y'all how much a Givenchy bag costs. Cause now that costs money. Now that costs some real money. See what I'm saying? The Givenchy. This is 2, 3, and this is not off of Givenchy websites either. This is from like secondhand. You know what I'm saying? Like resale places. You go to Givenchy. Let me see if we can find some prices. Let's just click on this. Let's just click on. Oh, see, look at the Da Vinci bags. Another purse that costs over. Well, the last purses was in the hundreds, 3 to 4, 500. These purses is in the thousands, 2,500. And then I just clicked on some. This might not even be the ones that they got. These is 9 to 2,100. What's that? 3,200 for a bag. Like, let's see, 2,500, 4,900 for a bag. So there's no telling what type of bag that they had in there. They just know this is the brand, and this brand, as you guys see, is very expensive. And these type of bags can really sway somebody to do business with you. You know what I mean? You get this to a guy to get it his woman. What? Come on now, ladies. Your man come at you with this, or gentlemen, if you brought one of these to your lady and she into stuff like this, come on now. You already know. You already know. So, let's see. Access to the gift room. What communicates with RG will not be granted to the room. So that's the end of the story. So he's hiding. He hiding something. That's dirty. That's dirty work. That's dirty work Brandon Johnson is doing. He is sitting up here with, so far from just the few things that we saw, at least $3,000 to $5,000. You know what I'm saying? At least about $3,000 to $5,000 on the low end worth of gifts that we could see, and that's just without even checking on the Gucci bags. You know what I mean? So it could have been a $2,000 to $3,000 Gucci bag as well. Just the two purses alone is over $6,000 to $5,000 in gifts. You see what I'm saying? So he was getting some gifts. He was getting some gifts that would sway a lot of people to do stuff. You know what I mean? If you weak like that, he weak like that. What grown man his age still got a mohawk? Shout out to Anton Daniels, Mohawk Johnson, cause this is crazy. So let's get into this right here, because I just felt like this was so crazy that he needed his lawyer to come talk to him at the press conference about him having to go talk to Congress pretty soon.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
You've been invited. Will you go, and what do you expect to tell them?
I'm going to turn that over to my corporate counsel. Mayor.
Anybody Anybody that does that, we both know, me and you, the average person know you guilty of something. You guilty of something when you can't talk for yourself. When you gotta say, I'm gonna defer the questions to my lawyer. You're dirt. You're guilty. You're guilty.
Richardson Laurie.
Good morning, Mary Richardson, Laura, Corp Counsel. We did receive an invitation from the Oversight Committee, and it is under legal review, so we are not able to respond directly.
Y'all saw he immediately had to drink that water because he nervous. He nervous. And she up there talking, saying it's just basic stuff he really could have said out of his own mouth. That man was that scared of that question. He is that scared to go down there and be sitting in front of Congress to try and explain the sanctuary city status.
To your question in terms of whether he will go, it is a communication, and we'll be making legal determinations as to the substance of that communication.
If we could follow up with you just on that, would you be inclined to go if your legal representation tells you that you should? And Mayor, I'd love to hear from you if you would.
Mary Richardson, Laurie Corporation Counsel, I appreciate.
That man did not want to come back and say anything else on that mic. Guilty. Guilty.
The question and the interest, it would be premature to talk about going until such time that we properly digested all the legal issues as well as the other substantive aspects of the communication from the Oversight Committee.
So you're not even clear right now whether he could be compelled to go?
It's an invitation that we have received. It is not a document that compelled.
So you telling me he couldn't come up there and speak for himself and say that?
Okay? Have a good angle?
So you telling me he couldn't go up there and say that himself? He needed a lawyer to say that for him? Such a weak man. He is a weak man. Just weak. He can't stand up for himself, for the city, for the people. He is a weak individual. And it's sad because it's more going on around the country just like that. Just like in Baltimore, where they have 23 schools where 0 students can do math at their level. That is insane. And y'all talking about he want to get rid of the Department of Education. What has the Department of Education done for real? Most kids are dumb. If it wasn't for the fact that when I got out of school, I wanted to learn about certain things, I'll probably be just as dumb as a lot of people out here. Be honest with you, because school taught me hardly anything. After math and science and English and reading, it was it. That was it. Everything else was just pointless. But a little bit off topic, but you see, Brandon Johnson is a clown, a real clown. And he's still fighting for this Democrat give away the country stuff. I don't know why he think he could go against Trump. I don't know why. But I'm up out of here, man. Peace. Talk to you next time, man. Please like and subscribe and comment. Let's get the conversation going down in the comments, man. Holla at your boy. Peace.